Hey there, it's Dusty with another Reddit story for you. This one is, am I the astronaut because I don't want to be a groomsman? So it goes like this. My sister is getting married in 5 months. Her fiance doesn't have enough friends to fill out his groom's party. Instead of approaching me directly, he just showed up by my house a couple of times that I wasn't available. My dad told me on accident that the reason is he wants me to be one of his groomsmen. This kind of pissed me off because he could have called me, texted me, something to let me know he was stopping by. I hate when people show up unannounced. I work at night and sleep in the day. Not only that, but they've been dating for like 2 or 3 years and I barely know the guy. He hasn't really done anything to try to build a friendship with me. He sits at home and plays RuneScape all the time. Isn't his groom party supposed to be the man in his life that he can depend on to back him up during his marriage? Is it not a massive red flag that he doesn't have any effing friends and is a total social loser? Why should I have to plug in because he can't get off the computer and go make some? Don't get me wrong, he's done a lot of good for my sister and he's good with things like using tools, but am I wrong in that if he wants me to be one of his groomsmen, that the reason should be because we have a bond, not just because he doesn't have enough friends to fill the spot? Should it not be a big red flag to everyone that this guy doesn't have friends? I'd rather not have more responsibilities during this familial obligation. She already wanted me to take photos. How am I supposed to do that if I'm part of the party? She is my older sister, but her fiance is younger than I am. Maybe I should be the one to initiate some time for us to hang out. But to be honest, I don't care. I'm single, have my own busy life, and I feel like if the guy wants me to be close to him, he needs to man up and reach out to me. Tonight, I get a text message that says to give him a call when I can. I barely know this guy. I really don't want to do it, but I also want my sister to be happy. My family all know I'm outspoken and opinionated. I'm not a fan, and his approach to asking me is just making it worse. Okay, this is heading to ESH land for me, because yeah, I mean he's just wanting to fill a spot, but he's probably also looking at this as an honor. And I think to most people who are part of the bridal party, it's supposed to be it's an honor for them to be a part of it, right? It is something that they look forward to, something that they feel good about being asked to do. You don't want to do it, and that's okay. I think you can politely decline. I don't think you have to dig into his person and be like, it's a red flag that he's asking me because that means he doesn't have any friends at all. If he's a gamer especially, he could have a lot of friends that are online that he doesn't physically see. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think you have to attack his person, his character, because he's asking you. That just it's a leap to make all the claims that you've made here, OP, just because he's asking you. And also, like, so what if he doesn't have a lot of friends? I don't know. Does that matter? It's her brother. He should be in the bridal party if he's close with his sister. But he's already taking pictures, so he's already doing that. Now his approach here is very abrasive. He's got an abrasive personality, and we can get that just from the writing, right? And this is who he is as a person, and his family knows this. So, okay, he's going to say what he says. I don't think he should be attacking his sister's fiance's character because of this. He also sounds like a creature of habit, right? He's probably neurospicy, and this throws him off of routine, and that just makes things worse here too. So there could be a lot of that involved here too. All right, let's dive into the mini update. Okay, am I AITA? Maybe I am the asshole. I'm like, do you drive a Mazda Miata? What? Spoke to my sister. He doesn't have any friends, and this is her idea. I don't have to take a lot of photos because they have someone doing basic photos included. I'll do it, but I'm not going to invite him out to get a drink or something. Oh no, I'm going to. I'll do it, but I'm going to invite him out to get a drink or something first so that a bachelor's party isn't the first time hanging out. Okay, so OP is like, fine, I'll do it. We got to at least have a drink first. Okay. He doesn't have any friends, and that's okay. I don't know, but he's got other people in he's got other groomsmen already, so he didn't have enough people to fill it out. And I get it. That can be, that's probably a stressful, embarrassing thing for him to be like, I got nobody. Like, I got you. So he's filling people in. And he probably doesn't give a shit about having groomsmen either, but I'm sure they want it to balance out the photos and all of that kind of stuff. So good on you for going through with it, OP, and being like, fine. And since you don't have to take as many photos here, that does free you up to do it. The approach of OP's sister's fiance is awkward, right? Like, just showing up, even knowing what he knows about OP, it is awkward. Now you've got somebody who's socially awkward trying to make friends with somebody who's abrasive and neurospicy. So that's going to be a fun scene when they go have a drink. I don't know where this puts me though. Like, are we at an NTA? Now, the question was, am I the astronaut because I don't want to be a groomsman? Well, that's a feeling, like not wanting to be. It's not like you declined it. The way that fiance approached this wasn't the best way either. So is it an ESH or is it an NTA? I truly don't know. I'm gonna go NTA here because it sounds like it was a misunderstanding. They got through it, and it's a big personality difference. I think the big personality difference here is the largest gap, right? That's the gap that they're trying to build a bridge over right now because you have these severe personality differences. That drink really is going to be interesting. I wish we had some kind of recap of that. Here's comment 1 backstory about why OP didn't care for fiance. He said a couple snappy things to my father and I where he had an attitude or acted like we weren't anyone. He moved into my sister's place, which she owns. When my dad visited for Thanksgiving, he said something to my dad that made him feel like he was giving my dad permission to stay the night. Again, dude is younger than I am. My dad told him off and stayed at my house and doesn't stay over there anymore. This is just one thing. We've been really kind to the guy. My dad and I both like him, but there seems to be stuff like this every time we interact. I asked to borrow a tool to work on my car, and he asked me to schedule a time to let him diagnose it. Although I know what I needed, I just didn't have the tool. It was annoying. There's been little things. Gonna repeat, I don't hate the guy. He's the best guy my sister has chosen so far. So far is funny. Everyone's mad because I call it like I see it, but I'm not going to sugarcoat certain character defects like being antisocial, LOL. There's a remedy. I think that a lot of readers were insulted because they're still figuring that one out. Yeah, abrasive personality.
Okay, there's all of his comments.
He's a very abrasive, aggressive person. Also has the same knee-jerk reaction to character attack, right? But dad does too. So if he moved in with sister, they're sharing the cost of living, and he lives there too. She may own the place, but if they're living there together and sharing expenses, it's his place too. But boy, dad couldn't handle that. So dad is part of the issue here too. Comment 2, maybe I should put this out there since you're the most reasonable response I've gotten. I grew up playing RuneScape. I still love gaming. Although I gave it up for like a decade so I could get my adult life together. Probably one of the dumbest decisions I've ever made. I'm also good with my hands. I love repairing things and building things. So does he. I'm a jack of all trades, and so is he. He likes anime. So do I. I'm an extroverted introvert. I'm only extroverted because I have to be to live my life. I'm only extroverted because I'm a man, and introverted men have no resources, aka bad providers, fathers, husbands. Yeah, that is an interesting take. I don't agree. It is not that he is missing traits of what I deem acceptable or cool. It's that I'm being asked to step in as though we are great friends when he hasn't put any effort in to know me. When I have put an effort in, it's been greeted with him being weird or acting like a jerk. He likes to act like he's that MFer to both my dad and myself. We are them MFers. I guess I'm missing elaboration on how he has been rude, but it's been enough that I'm not kissing any feet. My gripe is that now they want me to be in the wedding, but I don't know this guy, and he hasn't tried to get to know me. It's not that I don't like him or that I don't approve of the wedding. It literally comes down to that simple fact. I would be there in the audience congratulating them like everybody else if I just had a simple invitation. Don't know why they had to make it complicated. Opie, I think you might be making it way more complicated than it actually is, and now we know that because sister was just trying to fill in because he doesn't have any physical friends here to be able to do that. Also, somebody asking you to be a part of their wedding can either be a really big honor and be really sentimental, or it can just be a chore. It's not that deep. It's just like fill the spot, look good in the suit, just that. It's not, in this case, it's not that deep. As he is a person still with the character attacking, and then to be able to say he acts like he's that MFer. My dad and I are them MFers. I'm like, okay, sound like a real douchebag, OP, and gives zero about how it affects other people. So have fun with that. Good luck.